It feels like we're all living in a world of constant noise, doesn't it? There's this endless stream of opinions, anxieties, and things we have to do, all fighting for our attention. It's chaotic, overwhelming, and very, very modern. But what if the answer to our modern stress isn't some new app or a trendy life hack? What if the secret to a calmer, more resilient life was written down 2,000 years ago? We're about to explore 5 timeless rules from some of history's greatest thinkers that can help you do more than just survive the 21st century. They can help you thrive in it. If you believe that good ideas are timeless, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We're always exploring wisdom that truly matters. Rule number 1. Focus only on what you can actually control. The ancient Stoics, from Epictetus the slave to Marcus Aurelius the emperor, built their entire philosophy on one powerful idea, the dichotomy of control. This principle is all about splitting life into 2 simple categories: things you control and things you don't. Your judgments, your choices, your actions, those are yours to command, but everything else, other people's opinions, whether you get the job, what happened in the past, that's all outside of your control. So much of our modern anxiety is born from wasting energy trying to manage the unmanageable. The Stoic practice is to consciously shift your focus. When you feel that sense of overwhelm, just ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, your job is to practice acceptance. If it's yes, your job is to get to work. That simple question can dismantle anxiety right at its source. Rule number 2. Question everything, especially yourself. Socrates, the man who famously bugged everyone in ancient Athens, believed that an unexamined life is not worth living. His whole method wasn't about giving people answers. It was about asking relentless questions to poke holes in their assumptions and expose what they didn't really know. In our age of information overload and social media echo chambers, this rule is more vital than ever. We're constantly being told what to think, but the Socratic method is a challenge to think for ourselves. The exercise is simple but profound. Embrace your inner toddler and just ask why. When you find yourself holding a strong belief, ask yourself why you believe it. Then ask why again and again. Do it at least 5 times. This process digs down to the roots of your convictions, giving you the clarity to see if they're actually serving you. Real wisdom isn't about having all the answers. It's about asking better questions. Rule number 3. Find your balance with the golden mean. For the philosopher Aristotle, happiness or eudaimonia was all about living a life of virtue. And virtue, he argued, is the golden mean found between 2 extremes. Think about any given trait. There's always a deficiency on one side and an excess on the other. For example, courage is the golden mean between cowardice and recklessness. Generosity is the sweet spot between being stingy and being wasteful. This isn't about a perfect mathematical middle, but about developing the practical wisdom to know what's appropriate for any given situation. In our world of extremes, from hustle culture to total burnout, from rigid dogma to complete apathy, this rule offers a clear path back to balance. When you're facing a choice, consciously ask yourself, what are the 2 extremes here that I need to avoid? By looking for that virtuous middle ground, you build a stable character that isn't so easily pushed around by trends or feelings. Rule number 4. Master your roles to master your life. While many Western philosophies zero in on the individual, the Confucian tradition reminds us that we're all social creatures defined by our relationships with others. This rule teaches that a moral life comes from understanding and fulfilling our duties within our different roles as a parent, a child, a friend, a co-worker. The goal is to bring trustworthiness, respect, and kindness to every one of these connections. In a time when so many people feel isolated and lonely, this idea provides a powerful way to rebuild community and trust. The exercise is to map out your roles. Make a list of your key relationships, and for each one, define the duties and simple acts of respect you can practice. By fulfilling your roles with integrity, you don't just strengthen your community. You build your own character too. Rule number 5. Live a life of purpose, not just a life of tasks. The ancient Indian concept of Dharma is the idea that each of us has a unique purpose or right way of living. It is the belief that living in tune with your own nature is the truest path to fulfillment. In a world that seems to be having a crisis of meaning, where so many of us feel adrift, Dharma offers an anchor. It connects what you're good at with what the world actually needs, turning your daily tasks into meaningful contributions. To start discovering your Dharma, you can ask yourself 3 questions. What are my unique talents? What does the world need? And where do those 2 things intersect? That intersection is where you'll find your purpose. Living your Dharma means aligning your actions with that purpose, which brings a sense of meaning to everything you do. Focus on what you control. Question your own beliefs. Find the middle path. Fulfill your duties. Live with purpose. These ideas aren't new. They're a timeless guide left for us. The rules aren't about rejecting the modern world, but about mastering our experience of it. The wisdom to not just survive, but to truly flourish, has been here all along. The choice to use it is ours.